bottle taste like?
It can be nasty. I mean, it can be like in a white wine. It could be going for a kind of Chardonnay can go to a dead mouse, to like I would say dust for the best, and reduction is kind of a, and that is when it's a problem. Then you can have reduction when the wine is actually closing down. So the effect is you don't have the nose, you don't have the fruit, you hardly find the structure, and but then when you put that in a glass and slowly the wine really hoppen and you have all the aromas. Reduction is the classic way for the white wine to age. So it can be normal if it's actually closing down. When it brings bad aromas, it's a fault of winemaking, and so.
So then that changes in the bottle over time, the amount of whether, because I'm at a tasting and I'll hear someone say this is very reductive. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, at what point then if I hear that, what am I looking for, and will that begin to change over time or become greater or lesser?
It's very difficult to talk about reduction without knowing what is the winemaking, because you can be really easily trapped with reduction. I mean, I have an example. I mean, I've done a graphic novel about wine, and the story comes from the discovery of a 59 Burgundy wine. And one of the scenes is, and which was the truth, is my friend opened the wine, the 59. He doesn't know anything about wine. And he has horses, and he smelled the wine and he said, "My God, it smells like horses." I said, "What?" And in a very old bottle of wine, to me that's, oh my God, that's reduction. So I took the wine, and the wine was completely, but really a lot of reduction in the wine. So he said, "Oh my God, that's undrinkable." I said, "No, it's on reduction." So we decant the wine, and after like half an hour, or the wine was back and was absolutely fantastic. And he tasted the wine after that, and he said, "Wow!" And so he can, if he was on his own, he would have put that straight into the bed, because for him it was vinegar, and actually it was the best wine of the evening. So that's the problem of reduction. It can be fantastic, because that was a very old bottle of wine, and so the reduction was kind of the way of protecting the wine by itself. Sometimes you will drink some wine, where very young wine, like a new vintage, which has a lot of reduction, and that to me is more that because they didn't age the wine long enough, or that kind of not mistake, but also style of wine. And for example, you have a lot in the natural wine, because they use a lot of the carbonic metals. You don't have the oxygen coming, so the natural wine will have that reduction, will have more reduction, because you don't have the fight with the oxygen, and sometimes that reduction can bring some really strong aromas, which are not the wine. It's really a fermentating process, and I don't like. I mean, personally, I don't like them. I like them when you have the fruit, you can feel the terroir, and I don't want to taste like fermentation or those aromas which are